Hi everybody, I am back home in Rhode Island and I really should have brought my sunglasses out. It's cloudy, but it's like bright. Um look at I'm just look at those sunflowers. These are my red sunflowers. So we've got a lot to talk about today. There has been a lot of issues going on with the garden and not so much everything seems to be growing really well. There is a ton of weeds because it's been raining, and there has been a huge woodchuck problem. Go this way. There we go. Better lighting. There has been a awful woodchuck problem. I mean, they have tried to get in every spot possible. They have. Uh, it's bad. The damage it's bad, but at the same time it's like fixable. Though I didn't really lose any sunflowers, thank goodness. But I lost a lot of my celery, which I will show you in a minute. And oh good. I'm seeing a lot of pollination going on. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm going to give you the tour of the garden. It's been a week and a half because it took me 2.5 days to get to Missouri and 2.5 days to get back from Missouri. And let me tell you, driving in a Jeep Wrangler with no air conditioning, like this vehicle was not built with an air conditioner in it, um, sucks. I don't recommend it. It is not a good travel vehicle. No. So yes, that's what we're gonna do in this video. I am just gonna walk through and talk about everything that's growing and what happened, and you get to see the devastation that I saw yesterday that I've been hearing about for a week and a half. So here we go. Hit that like, share, follow button, whatever it is that you need to do on the YouTubes. Okay, first things first. They've been trying to get into this area. They moved this board out. This was the first thing that they did when I left. They moved this board out and, like, went in. So they tried there. And then, we just started doing this. I put this here last night, which I think we used that once and then we never used it again. But I know that this is an entry point along this way, which I had already started a while ago to cover that up. And you can see the overgrowth of everything. I've got to weed like crazy. These are the other sunflowers. They're doing okay. They've been taking a hit with bugs and weather. This is weather related for sure. That's the rhubarb. Tons of weeds, tons of weeds. I gotta get in here and clear all this out. Actually, let me just take that now, since the blueberries are done. From this side, we'll just get a view from this side. Holy moly. These are the San Marzano tomatoes, and I've got to trim them back, like a lot. And this is my sweet potato bin, and it looks like they're growing really well. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm exhausted. Oh, let me get this from this view because there's a pickling cucumber. Let me zoom in. Zoom? Look at that. So that's pretty good. There's a couple of them growing in, and then I got the dill growing next to them. And then right here I've got some pole beans, which the woodchuck did eat some of that. We got some basil. And I just kind of started wrapping this around because only one grew, like one bean grew. And I mean, this is like out of control. Everything's out of control. This is my beefsteak tomatoes. They're growing pretty good. Let me get in. Oh, wrong side. And we did not lock it last night. Lovely. All right. Here we go. This is what we got going on. This bin is the rosemary marigold, which I gotta grab that. Save the seeds. Now the nasturtiums, these are supposed to be vining nasturtiums, but they haven't really been vining, and I'm pretty sure the woodchucks got to this too. These are my sweet peppers, which they seem very crowded. So I think I might have to trim this back a little bit. And I'm going to assume that this is probably 8-9 feet tall by now, these red sunflowers. And you can see, well, maybe you can see, there's all kinds of bees. I think they're actually honeybees this time, little baby honeybees. And I have not seen honeybees all season. And now, the devastation of my lettuce. I mean, every time they come in here, they go for this. It's like they have a salad. They make themselves a salad. Oh, I do. Okay, so we do have a cucumber plant that has survived. And I'm just gonna really, oops, crap. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix that. Sorry. It's going to be really mad at me that I just ripped it. And we're just going to get this tendril on here so then it could grab. And there we go, which is good because you'll notice that while I do have this lovely red Reuben basil, let me just put this in my pocket, the marigolds, the woodchucks have eaten a good portion of the English cucumbers, which was already, oh my gosh, which was already struggling to begin with. Like, they did not have a good start. This plant, I think I'm just going to rip up. And then you can see, let me go around here, that they really got into the bush beans. These are jade bush beans, and I can actually pick these today, which I will do. They ate this lettuce, that's gotta go. They ate this lettuce, that's gotta go. So it's just like aggravating. So this is something I'm gonna have to replant. And I've got a hot pepper salsa blend mix here. And I have to say, I probably would never plant my peppers over here like this again because they're not getting enough sun. Now, if you look over here, I've got a big problem. Well, that's a spaghetti squash. That's not a problem. But my jack-o'-lantern and my spaghetti squash have merged together. And I have really got to cut this back. And of course, it took a chunk out of that, so I'm just gonna, clip it right here. Now, the spaghetti squash is growing really well. I'm gonna have to cut that because this is not good. You do not want that. That is the powdery mold, and that will spread throughout this whole thing, especially because it's been rainy, it's still wet, but we've got a good, healthy, we got a good healthy squash right here. I hear some buzzing, and I've got one right here, and it's just taking over. I don't really know what to do because I've never seen anything go crazy like this before. So I might have it go that way, but then you'll see that I've got cow peas. Oh my god, I got cow peas. Like, those are the actual cow peas, I think. And of course, the woodchuck took a chunk out of that. Had a freaking field day. Ate the tops of my cosmic purple carrots. And I don't know what happened to all of these, unless the woodchuck was sitting on it. It doesn't look like it got to the tomato plant, but you can see that this is just way too much. There's no airflow for this plant, so I've got to really trim this back, especially at the bottom. But I do see a lot of growth. And then I do have onions in here, but these are getting smothered. See? And the basil's getting smothered. Everything's getting smothered. So the cowpea is growing up this way, and then you can see that I've got the spaghetti squash. It's just like out of control. Oh my goodness. And here, I can't even see where my watermelon plant is. And it looks like this wasn't touched, which is fine. I don't know if I'm going to get watermelon this year because this is just way too much. This is way too much. And of course, it ate the onion top on this one. Ow. That's prickly. So that's going that way. Oh my gosh. I'm very overwhelmed right now. Ow. Ow. Sorry, folks. Oof. That squash plant just gave me a squash splinter. If that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing, but I made it up. Yeah, this is all weeds. This is all weeds. I gotta weed all of this. The bee balm is doing really good, but it's been really invasive. I gotta trim all of this. This is a no-no. This is just crazy in here. Look at this. I might have to actually cut some of this back. Oops. Sorry, little bee. Ooh, look. Little honeybee. Okay, I'm going to walk away because I think I made it mad. So this is doing really well. It's got to get trimmed back. This is just completely out of control. All right. Next bin. This is the potato bin. And some of the potatoes are just about ready on this side. And these are the ones that look purple. I can't find the tag, but when I do find the tag, I will show you. This side is red potatoes, and they're doing pretty good, but they're not ready yet. All right. What did I plant over here? Ah, the crookneck summer squash. And you know what? It actually looks like that. Okay, first off, this is just way too prickly. I need to be wearing gloves. This is strangling. Oh my gosh. All right, so my Connecticut field pumpkins are strangling my crookneck squash, which does need to get, which does need to get trimmed back again for much better airflow, so it doesn't get any disease or anything like that. I am worried about vine borers because I've been seeing signs of it when I checked last night. That could potentially be a pumpkin. But all of this stuff's got to go. Because this does bring in nastiness. And then, you know, you could already see, you can already feel that's got to go. Yep, we're just going to, oh my God, this is not good. This is not good. I mean, they're growing good, and of course you can see, but Chuck got to that. They're growing really good, but there's definitely some weird damage. This was growing straight up, but now it seems to have flopped over, but now I'm starting to see signs of vine borers, which I don't understand. Oh, sorry guys. I'm assuming it's the weather and the weeds. So I'm going to have to fix that. I'm still keeping the plants. I'm just going to trim everything off that's been affected by it. And then I think I'm going to try eucalyptus oil because apparently they don't like the smell of mint. So we're going to try that. Here's my, oh, let me back up. Here's my raspberry bush. It's actually really not looking good this year. But it is ready for another round of berries, and I need to be careful because The birds and I have been at war. Okay. I'm pretty sure these didn't look like this last night. So I think there's something on my plant. I gotta look that's eating this. So chop chop. That's gonna go. We got a little bee. Oh boy. This is a lot, guys. This is a lot, but there's something eating the leaves of this that I can't find, but it's gotta go. And look at that. Look at this. What is going on? I'm getting zucchini though. Somewhere. I saw one somewhere. I don't know. All right. This is the pumpkin patch. The sugar pumpkins. The butternut squash, which everything you can see did get eaten. The cantaloupe is getting destroyed. This is not a good spot for it. Cantaloupe does need a trellis, you know, like they just do so much better when they grow vertically. Same thing with the honeydews. The honeydews also got eaten up. Oh my gosh. It's just not, you know, maybe when we trim all that back, because they made their new hole there, they'll go away after we're gonna put the lime down around, and we're gonna put lime in the hole and cover the hole, and maybe this will survive. I gotta trim all this back again to prevent white powdery mildew and for better airflow. I haven't seen much growth, like, you know, squash wise on these, but I'm hoping, you know, when I trim everything back, I'll be able to see a little bit better. That plant right there where the tip of my finger is a jalapeno plant, which seems to be doing good, because whatever pepper plant I had planted over here is gone. I don't know where it is. So yeah, and then, you know, I gotta trim this back because this whole thing got eaten. So this has got to go. Some of this got eaten because I haven't been here to prop it up. So, oh gosh, let me get out of this air. It's just too much. It's just too much. You know, so whatever was hanging, the stinking woodchuck ate. I've got so much weeding to do. There's so many mosquitoes out here. I'm not happy right now, guys. I am not happy right now. I am very overwhelmed. I'm happy to see that everything's growing, but I'm so overwhelmed right now. So it's just going to be, you know, one day at a time, one section at a time. And that's just how I'm going to have to approach it, which is fine. I mean, the marigolds are doing great, but it's just been too much rain, I think. These are definitely ready. So I'm going to be pulling potatoes up soon. And then I did take this off. This is the carrot tops, and I don't know if there's seeds in that. Oops, sorry guys. If there's seeds in that just yet or what, but I'm going to try, and I don't think so. I think I pulled it to whatever, because, you know, they ate that too. They ate all my freaking onion tops again. This definitely has to get weeded. My parsley has to get trimmed back, and I might have to plant some new parsley because I let this go a little too long. You know, I might be able to have some seeds on here. Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Got some good parsley in there. We love this stuff. We use it in everything. And it's really good for you too. So the strawberries are done, and you know, I had to figure out what plants are good and what's not, because I have two different types of strawberry plants in there. All right, here's the celery. I have no words. I've got to pull all of this up. I don't know if I can salvage any of this. If I can just like maybe the bottom portion. Let me get closer. Maybe like this part I can salvage and just cut the rest off. Comment down below on your thoughts about that. But for the majority of the celery, I've got to pull it up. And then this is my bush nasturtium, and it's not looking too good. It's got to get trimmed back and everything. But you can eat this whole plant. The flower tastes like a peppery radish, but I have not tasted the leaves. Yep. So this whole bin's got to go. This whole bin's got to go. This whole bin's gonna go once I pull the potatoes up. I'm gonna move this little tomato plant. Hello. My guess is that's a San Marzano plant. So if anything, that's gonna go in the greenhouse. I'm so exhausted, right? You know, I'm home. I get to relax. I said I'm not really gonna do anything for 2 days, but that might be a lie. Oh yeah, that's a nice woodchuck hole. Because there's so much to do. I did pull 2 onions up. Yay! This is my honeydew section, and this side was supposed to go this way, this side was supposed to go this way, and the woodchucks definitely ate that. So I've got to weed everything, and I got to just cut everything back and cut all the stuff the woodchucks tried to eat. Last night, actually, after the first time I checked the garden out when I first came home, the darn woodchuck, because there's 2 of them, we think, tried to get in over here. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Actually, let me just do that. So it didn't get to this celery. It didn't get to the celery that was in the pot. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to plant them in that bin over there. And that bin's going to get covered, I think. That's going to be the Coldstream bin. This is the, what did I plant over here? Oh, the Jack B. Littles. That's right, the Jack B. Little pumpkins. They didn't eat this. They did not touch this. So this is an untouched area, thank goodness. And you know, my little watering systems, which they have to get filled up. I don't even know. And they seem, oh, it's hard to tell because it's been raining. But look, oh guys, look at the echinacea. Look at this echinacea. I gotta look into how I save these, because this is going to be part of my tea cabinet. This is really good for immunity. I think I just like chop the flowers off and dry them, like deadhead them. But I've got to look that up, because that's my first time growing them. Oh, jeez. And when I left, there was only, you know, this one, and I don't know, I think maybe this one that bloomed. Oh, they're just so beautiful, and I can't wait to plant the other ones. Looks like my red Reuben basil's just going to seed up here, which is great. Maybe I'll get to catch some of those seeds. We've got some oregano. This is some German thyme. And this, let me see. Oh, that smells really nice. That's a weed. Bye-bye. Some more oregano. My poor rosemary. My poor rosemary is getting smothered by the sage that I had moved from over there, which was getting smothered, to over here. And then I planted some acorn squash, and that's doing good. We've got some onions over there that have been untouched. Peanuts. peanuts. And those are supposed to do the same thing that the potatoes do. So that's what's going on in the garden. There's the greenhouse. It's just been kind of a storage. Tons of weeding to do. Tons and tons of weeding. But it's looking really good. Like, look at these sunflowers. I cannot believe these sunflowers. Red sunflowers. And I fed them. I gave them a little bit more fertilizer. And they just shot up. You know, I don't know if how tall these are going to get. But I think this guy, oops, this guy right here is the main guy. The main dude. And that's it, everybody. I'm back. I'm overwhelmed. I'm exhausted. I'm excited. I'm in awe. I'm pissed off because those darn woodchucks are just wreaking havoc on my garden. And then something's eating my zucchini over there. And we got some vine borer issues. And the birds are eating my raspberries. But it's all good. It is all good, folks. And then, oh, it looks like it's no longer lily season. Those are on their way out. The geraniums, maybe not. Maybe so. That's a weed and the oregano. Bye-bye. The oregano's starting to flower. That one's been in there for a while. So, yep, that's it, folks. This is what we're working with. It's a lot. It is a lot. But I just want to thank everyone for following and, you know, making conversation. And I hope everyone out there is having a lovely day. So thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe, you know, all of that YouTube stuff. Bye.